up, Blackburns Ever After? So we know y'all were asking for us to tell y'all how we met. So here y'all go. I'm gonna give y'all a little rundown on it. I'm gonna let Cam go first. See if she remember everything.
Hopefully I do. So we met in April of 2018. So I was living in Ridgeland, which is like 2 hours away from here, and by myself. And I was like super independent. I had been single for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. And I was like, I don't ever want to date nobody else. I'm just going to be single for the rest of my life. You know, I don't know. I just didn't think I would meet anybody. And plus, I was just content with being by myself, being independent, and just living my life. So, um, I guess I can tell you how it led up to us meeting. Like, I feel like it was just God was really, he really had his hand in everything, because I had just moved from an apartment to a house. And when you move from an apartment to a house, you really can't like call maintenance if something go wrong. You kind of have to like do it on your own, right? So I had movers that helped me move the heavy stuff, and they had, I kind of begged them to hook up my washer and dryer because they really weren't supposed to. So they hooked up my washer, they hooked up my dryer, but my dryer wasn't working and I had just got it. So I'm like, what is going on? I'm watching YouTube, I'm trying to figure it out. And finally I felt confident enough that I could probably, solve the problem myself. So I get behind the dryer, I take it all apart. I'm trying to start with the easy stuff because they was like, they said maybe some lint is trapped in there and that's why it's not getting hot, or your heat element is out. So I started with the lint first. Y'all, I did not know what I was doing. I ended up breaking down, crying, talking to God, just praying. It was a mess. I had like a complete breakdown behind the dryer, and that's when it hit me like, I can't do this by myself. Why do I think I don't need a man? Like, I do need a man because I can't do this. So that night, after I did figure it out, it wasn't lint in the dryer. It was in the little box that goes outside of the house. It was a big lint ball in that. So I finally figured that out, and it took me like an hour to put the dryer back together. So that night before I went to bed, I got out my journal and I just wrote a letter to God. And in the letter, I talked about like the man that I wanted to meet, the man I wanted to marry, like how I wanted our life to be. Like, I was real detailed in that letter to God. And so I went to sleep that night after I wrote it, and I had a dream. And this dream was so real. It was so vivid. I saw him in my dream, but I couldn't see his face. And we went through this whole journey together. And when I woke up, I wrote the dream down because that's what I do. I'm a dreamer and I always write my dreams down. And so that was that night. So the next day, nothing happened. The next day, nothing happened. But on the third day, I woke up and I looked at my phone, and I'll never forget, it was 10:04 a.m. when I woke up. I had a Facebook poke. I'm like, a Facebook poke? First of all, I've been on Facebook since like 2005 when I went to college. Back when you had to have a college email to even sign up for Facebook. And when they released the poke feature, people were abusing it. So I turned the notifications off. I don't even know how it came through, y'all. It had to be God, because I don't know how that came through. I had it turned off. So it was from him. It said Dre Blackburn. And I'm like, who is this? So I click on his picture. I'm like, oh, he's cute. Then I was like, I bet he's not single. Why is he poking me? So I just put my phone down and I went about my morning getting ready. And something just said, poke him back. And so I go get my phone, I poke him back. And he poked me back immediately. I was like, okay, God, I'm not poking him anymore. He's going to have to say something to me. And not even like 2 or 3 seconds later, he messaged me. And I think he said something like, good morning, how are you, or something. And we started talking in the Facebook Messenger. And so we were just talking. I'm being my skeptical self. Very, I don't even know the word, like just cautious, I guess you could say. And so I'm asking him all these questions. And I think what really, he kind of broke me down when he made me laugh, because I had asked him something like, so are you really single? And he was like, yeah, I'm single. I'm like, okay, so you don't have anybody who thinks, y'all are together, who thinks they're your gonna be potentially your girlfriend or anything like that? And he was like, no, I'm single as a dollar bill. And I don't know why that was so funny to me, but it was like super country. And I'm like, that's something a country boy would say. Like, that just made me laugh. I don't know. So it turns out we were from the same hometown. We went to the same high school, but we never saw each other. He knew my brother, he knew my cousins. And this is how God worked, y'all. One of my favorite cousins, who always would be at my house on the weekends, or I was at her house, she went to school with him. We didn't go to like the same elementary school or intermediate school, because he lived in a different city, but she went to school with him, and she would come over every weekend talking about this boy in her class that she gave a nickname to. It was like Tally Ray or Telly Ray. She was always talking about him, and I never knew it was him. Like, it would be my future husband. She was always talking about him. Something he did funny in class, or guess what Tally Ray did today, or she was always mentioning him. And I'm like, who is this boy? And I think she was like trying to get you to come over her house or something, because she was trying to get us to meet, but that wasn't happening. Like, my dad, like, nah, I was not having a boyfriend, none of that. So I knew, like, girl, whatever you're talking about, that's not gonna happen. And so years later, we ended up meeting. Yeah. So that's my version of it.
That's her version. My version is, I was laying in bed one night and I had a dream, just like she had a dream. I could see her hair, her skin complexion, everything, her whole body, but I couldn't see her face. All right, so time went on. Then I was laying in bed again another night, and I just happened to see this girl pop up on Facebook. You know how it pop up is like people you may know or mutual friends or something like that. Because I was friends with just about all her cousins on Facebook. So I was like, oh, she kind of cute. Then the more I looked at the picture, I'm like, that hair looked familiar, that skin color looked familiar. So I poked her, all right, and I went to sleep. Woke up, she had poked me back. I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm getting somewhere now. I did, but first I was like, nah, she too pretty. She ain't gonna talk to me. You know how some guys be like, they see a nice looking girl, like she might be bougie or something. But nah, she poked me back. I poked her back. Then she sent her number. We started texting and talking on the phone. We staying on the phone all night till we got sleepy.
Yeah.
She like, you sleeping? I was like, what about you? No. Next thing you know, we hear somebody snoring. So then after that, I told my sister, I said, I met this girl. She said, let me see. What she look like? See, my sister, I'm her baby. I'm practically her hip baby or whatever. She was like, let me see. I showed her. She said, boy, that girl catfishing you. I was like, So then I asked my cousin. I said, you know her? She was like, yeah. She went to school with her. She said, Cookie. I said, went to school with her. She said, yeah. I said, I ain't never seen her. So I told my cousin, I said, reach out to her for me. This was before I even, poked her and everything like that. I said, reach out to her for me. She was like, okay. Couldn't take too long. So one Sunday, my cousin was over my mom's house. And I ended up going over there. And she was like, Dre, you ever talk to Cookie? You still want me to talk to her for you? I was, you too late. I was like, been down there and everything. So just by every Thursday and Friday, I put in PTO time, going to see Cam. Yeah. I had to see Cam. So sooner or later, I end up moving down. I got a job down there and everything. We end up getting engaged, got married. We've been together ever since. Even had this little knucklehead Aiden.
Yep, so, we got married August 18th of 2018.
August 18th, 2018. Yep. So look at the time frame. April 18 to August 18. Yep. Some of y'all might say we're moving quick. Hey, I think we just found true love. We knew we were meant for each other.
Yeah, well, you know. I'll never forget, like, the day, the very first time he came to see me, and when he got out of the car, it's like we just locked eyes, and I was like,
Yep. She ran outside. Oh my God, I finally get to see you.
Yeah. I just knew, like, yeah.
I never forget. I was like, oh, she fine for real.
Yeah, his sister thought I was
Yeah,
a
she thought
catfish.
she was catfish.
So he would FaceTime me a lot. Like, I guess, I'm trying to make sure I was real, but I was.
Yeah. Then my brother-in-law, he was like, so you think you found somebody, huh? I was like, yeah, man. So I think she the one. He was like, my dog. That's how he gave me a fist bump. And I told him I was probably going down on Friday. He said, hey man, he's go down there and represent. He do your thing.
And then your mom, the first time I went to church with you, where she had texted you, she had texted him after we got out of church, and she was like, "That's your wife."
Yeah. She, that gonna be your wife.
Yeah.
Thought you think so? She was like, yeah. She, I can tell. So yeah, man. Then I ended up finding her a ring before we got engaged. She don't like diamonds. She like crystals. So I ended up finding her a crystal. Then her favorite color is rose gold. So I found her a crystal ring on a rose gold wedding band.
Yep. It's perfect. Like,
Yep.
yeah, it's perfect.
So it fits her. She loves rose gold. But yeah, and we had some ups and downs. We never really just argued and bickered at each other or anything like that. Never really just had any disagreements. Like some people, oh man, just keep on being married. Y'all gonna have problems, this and that, blah blah blah. I'm like, nah, I think my wife different.
Yeah.
So
like, we never had problems like that. We have had to start over in life together.
We had to start over in life. But that was a whole different story for a whole different day. We're gonna get to that too.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be like, dang.
Yeah, we've been through some stuff, but it was due to us having to start over.
Yeah.
And like move back to our hometown and all of that.
Yeah, due to like job issues and stuff. Yeah. But it was never nothing that we actually did. But now I think we're in a place now to where everything is better. Our own spot, everything just good. And we thank God for it. So yeah, we know y'all been asking for this story and everything. I just go down there. She take me eat our favorite place to eat every Friday night. What's where?
Longhorn. That was our spot.
Every Friday night we were going to Longhorn.
Or we go sit in the movie parking lot and people watch.
People watch, laugh at people, or either go to another restaurant and people watch.
We would go to like jazz festivals. Yeah, we was having fun.
We used to have fun. Go to little events on the reservoir and everything. We used to have a good time.
That was after you came.
Yeah, then Aiden came along. So
he's wanting us to tell you we went to see Paw Patrol. But that was well after the fact.
Yeah, what? How many years after? 3 or 4?
Yeah, that was for his what? Fourth birthday.
We took him to see Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's the story pretty much.
Yeah.
Y'all got any questions or anything?
We met through a Facebook post.
Met through Facebook.
It shouldn't have came through, but it came through.
So if y'all in search of your true love, and y'all think Facebook or scam or somebody in your inbox just trying to holler at you, or like old folks say, get in your drawer.
That's what I thought.
9 times out of 10, sometimes it be somebody actually looking. God will put them in your lap.
Yep.
So y'all better answer Facebook messages.
And usually I don't. I just ignore stuff. And I don't know, something made me respond.
Cause I was honestly like, I'm just gonna shoot my shot. She responds. She don't. But hey.
And when we were talking in the inbox, he was like very mannerable. He, sounded like he had some sense about himself. He was writing in complete sentences. So he was starting off real good. Some people don't do that. So I was like, okay. And then he was making me laugh. So
I had a little education.
Yeah. So
my dad always told me, son, be yourself. You don't try to impress nobody, just be yourself. You'll go far in life. And that's what I did.
So yeah, now I have a man who can literally do almost anything.
Yeah, she look at me every day.
She look at me every day.
She just be smiling and everything. And I look at her and smile too. I told her yesterday, I said, that's good. I just feel good looking at somebody fine at you. And you right here in my face and I can touch you. You know how some guys be all on Instagram, Facebook and stuff like this, see all them pretty fine women just be wishing and hoping. Not me. I can actually grab and hug them. hold on to it. Yeah. So it feel good being in love.
Yeah.
I ain't never think I'd be in love like this, but it feel real good.
Oh no, I think I had kind of lost hope. Like I didn't think real love existed because of the bad relationship I had been in. But you know,
I had said
God
that too.
changed my heart.
I had said that too. I was like, man, I don't want to be in another relationship. I'm just gonna be single, do my
Yeah.
thing. That ain't what God said. God said, nah, bro, I got somebody for you. Y'all gonna be a perfect match.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she, what's the word I'm looking for? She motivate me. I tell her I want to do something. She was like, do it. You can do it. I tell her I want to, like I'm into coon dogs and stuff. She was like, I think you should go ahead and go hunt. You might be surprised what it'll do for you. So I got a coon dog. I told y'all that story about the dog box and everything the other day. But yeah, like my journey, if I'm doing something and I can see it's a potential to make more than what I can make at work on an 8-hour shift or like anything like that, she was like, hey, you can do it.
Yeah.
Just believe in yourself. She ain't never told me, I don't think you should quit. What you gonna do? No, it
No.
always worked out.
See, I have more of a business mindset. That's what I went to school for. So I'm always, if you're trying to be an entrepreneur, go for it. I'll always push that versus working a regular 9 to 5.
I'm the same way. If she working a job and she tell me I don't like you, I be like, well, you know what to do.
Yep.
God bought us this for. He ain't gonna leave us now.
I'll never forget when I was getting ready to start my business. I was kind of hesitant to like invest in it and spend the money. He was like, "Do it. You never know what it might turn into." And then he came up with the name. He just out of nowhere because I had went crazy like making home decor for the house, and he was like, "Crafty Cam," and I said, "That's a good name." So I ended up naming my business Crafty Cam Design Co. because of him. Yep.
How you know we're a perfect match? Sometimes she'll finish my thoughts or my senses.
Yep.
We'll tell each other, get out of my head. Yeah. So if y'all like this video, please comment down below if y'all have any questions or anything. Give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, ring that notification bell. Yep. And this will always be my baby. So y'all have a blessed day.
Oh,
See ya.
see you guys.